to introduce yourselves and give a brief introduction of what your music kind of is and what it's about.
Okay, I'm Micheal, the frontman of Karkosa. I play vocals and guitar, and I would say Karkosa is very much alternative indie rock music. It's a bit of fun for all. Yeah.
I'm Jack. I play the drums. Been in the band since the start with Micheal. Yeah.
All right. No, Pete. It's my turn to talk. Wait your turn,
Thomas. It's all yours.
Order of joining the band. I'm Tom. I'm lead guitar player, and I do all the noodling. Really, that's my role in the band. Now it's your turn.
Thank you. I'm Pete, and I play a bit of keys and trumpet, and I basically do all the dancing on stage.
That's your main role, yeah.
Yeah, I just prat around.
So you guys are signed to Beeline Records, yeah?
Not anymore, mate. That was
Not anymore. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it ends last year. Yeah.
Do you guys remember any kind of experiences from that you guys would take away? You have taken away from that?
Yeah. So when we were signed to that label, they gave us a lot of cool opportunities. The big one was just being able to go to Korea for a second time after going there for a first time and playing an even bigger show at a venue called the Rolling Hall, which was a really memorable experience for us. And, we had some really fun memories with those guys.
From that, I believe that it was giving you a bit of a Korean fan base that I have seen over social media. Is your fan base, how does it differ over there from over here?
For one, we have a fan base over there.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
That's a big difference.
That's the big one, yeah. Not many our level have that for sure. So it's still to this day alive and kicking, and there's a lot of fans that will message us about all the stuff that we're doing. And it's really great. They're such nice people and very supportive of our music and what we bring out. So yeah, it's incredible. They're a lot more calm and collected. Well, in the gigs, they're calm and collected. In person, they're a bit more crazy. But Birmingham gigs are a lot more lively, I guess, if you had to throw in a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more mosh pits and stuff over here compared to over there. In Korea, it's all bouncing.
Yeah.
It's all quite chilled, which is quite nice. No one's going to die at your gig.
Yeah, that's actually
It's always relieving.
Always helpful, yeah.
So there's so many different sizes of bands. We've got people like Real Blood who've got literally just 2 members, all the way up to massive bands. What are the pros and cons of being in a band of your size?
I'd say the definite pros are the fact that we're all such friends and are able to vibe off each other, I guess. We all have an idea of how we want to perform and how we want to present ourselves as a band, and that allows us to kind of challenge each other and also work off each other and suggest different ideas, which is always really helpful. And I think this current lineup that we've had is one of the best ever in regards to performance. We all really enjoy watching each other on stage, and I feel like we all bring a lot of energy to it. And our last headline and many gigs before, we've really felt that, and so that number really works well for me, in my opinion.
So obviously, you are quite a big band, as we just said. Do you ever come into any issues when it comes to performing? Because obviously the first time I saw you guys live, I think it was back in December at the Sunflower Lounge, which is quite a small stage. Do you ever struggle when it comes to setting up and stuff and figuring out how you're going to, space it out?
I think it's more performance space we struggle with. Yeah. We'll make sacrifices some parts. I don't know, I stripped down my rig, so I just have a pedal board now. I don't use an amplifier on stage, which kind of means we have that a little bit more room so we can shove Pete in the corner rather than my amp. And then it's just things like that.
Yeah, I'd say even when it was just a band lineup of 5 people, me and Tom would still occasionally bump heads or guitar heads more specifically, and so it was always oh bloody hell, we're going from side to side. And with a stage like Sunflower Lounge, it is just this is your spot, you stay in your spot. But you just got to make it work, you got to perform and you got to find a way around it. And as I say, Tom, he uses the stripped back layout. Same with me, I have a pedal, no amp, and just gives us that extra bit of room.
Your new single, Runaway, it's a bit of a banger.
Thank you.
Do you guys want to take us through a little bit of the writing side of things? Or what was the process that you guys kind of went through when writing that?
Runaway essentially just started with me writing it. It was just after an argument I had with my dad, and it became like a collaboration of many different ideas that I'd had wanted to write a song about, and kind of just pull it all in one. And I guess the summary of being called Runaway is these were all things that I wanted to run away from at the time, and I was finally kind of talking about them. And so that was kind of where it started from. I wrote like the structure of it and the lyrics, and then brought it to the bands. Like with every song we do, we work on the drums, the guitar, the keys, build layers, and throw in the different ideas. And even when we were producing this song in the recording studio, there were loads of different ideas there as well. And so that just kind of shows you the layers that can come into it, really.
So talking a bit about some of your other music, your song Lonely Kid is one of my personal favourite of your songs. Because it kind of gives a real sense of hope to people. So is there any like messages that you could give to people who are like struggling with maybe trying to get into their dream career or kick off, or just in general with like such like unprecedented times that we're in at the moment?
Yeah, I think this is really nice. We usually don't hear about Lonely Kid as much these days, so that's really nice that you say that. I think again, like I wrote that song very much like in 2017, teenager who I guess felt lonely. I can't even remember the song as much now, but the idea behind that song is always keep on running towards your dream. And it's like as long as you have faith and belief in that dream and you keep on running towards it, shouldn't really matter what's going on in life. You should always have faith in it, because if you want to do it and you believe that you can do it, then do it and just keep on chasing it. One day, like, you never know, something crazy can happen, and those crazy things can lead to more crazy things. And I think even amongst times like now, it's just about believing that there's something beyond that, and like beyond like this coronavirus, and believing that you can still do what you want to do. And so I'd say that was always the idea behind Lonely Kid, like just keep on running towards what you believe in.
So especially at the kind of current times, with all this like COVID-19, what do you reckon the biggest effects on the scene that you guys have experienced personally? What knock-on effects has that had all across music?
Well, there's a distinct lack of gigs at the moment. I think that's the first thing I've noticed. We had the whole new tour coming up, so I was going to be hopping along with that, and when that got cancelled, along with a bunch of other things, that's the immediate effect that I've noticed.
I was just going to follow on from what Tom said. Like, it's weird not being able to go into Birmingham and attend gigs. Like, usually, it's just like a regular thing you do, like going into town. You might go to the Sunflower House for a gig and see all your friends. And so it's kind of weird that stopped. Like, I haven't been into town for a while now, and I'm sure it's the same with everyone. That's like a big thing that's kind of missing at the moment, yeah.
Do you think it's going to affect the scene at all, like, afterwards? So, like, do you think anyone's going to be like, there's going to be like a knock-on effect of going to gigs afterwards? Do you think anyone's going to like be afraid to perform or to even just go because of what's happening?
I feel like once this is lifted, a lot of people are going to flock towards the local scene in a way, because it's been away for such a long time now, and a lot of people are desperate just to get out there.
I think a lot of people as well start to understand nowadays that it's not just like the people who are playing gigs, it's all the people behind it, like the freelance musicians, the freelance booking agencies. So I think now that people understand that they're struggling, like a lot of people have been affected, they will, as Tom said, like go to it and just support local bands, which will be nice, but more.
A bit of a random question now, kind of picking up the mood a little bit. We've been trying to make some playlists for our Spotify account so we can kind of spread music to people that perhaps wouldn't have heard of certain bands or certain songs. So we've already got like a quarantine playlist. What we're looking to do now is make a shower playlist so people can kind of like sing along to their favourite songs in the shower.
Brilliant.
And we wanted to ask you guys what songs are your personal favourites that you guys just would love to sing along to in a shower?
So any songs out of the blue?
Yeah,
Any songs off the top of your head?
I usually listen to YouTube on the shower. I'm weird, but
That is weird.
it's like I'll like watch a video and like have it on the background whilst I'm showering.
I've got a song, Back in the Woods, Rival Sons, from their latest album. I'm back in the woods again. It's an absolute tune.
I once sang There Goes My Hero. It's just Hero, isn't it? By Foo Fighter.
My Hero. Yeah.
My Hero. There you go. I was like, is it There Goes My Hero? I was singing that loads in the shower not long ago, so I'll say that.
Put that one on there.
It's always fun trying to sing along to White Limo as well. Just because it's all distorted vocals, you can't make a single word out.
Yeah, that's going to be my pick.
I was listening to Imagine Dragons' first album recently. I really like Hear Me from that album, so I'll say that.
I can't think of anything. Like, the music I've been listening to recently isn't very much singing along. It's a lot of like James Blake, which is quite dark. And just,
you have very sad showers.
Yeah, I do. It covers the tears. It's fine.
Where you got all your clothes on.
Yeah.
I'm like sat down in the corner like this. I'm just like crying.
Don't take the hat. Can't let the people see the bald head. Yeah.
That's for another day.
It's another happy day in quarantine.
So we want to do like a quick little round of quick fire questions for you guys. So start off, what is the meaning and origin of the name Karkosa?
Karkosa came from a book called King in Yellow, and essentially it's the city that this king lives in, called Karkosa, but we spell our version with a K, they spell their version with a C. I think that's the story, right? Yeah.
So, what is the craziest on-stage / tour experience that you guys have had?
Can I just say the whole of Korea? That was just a crazy thing in general.
Just all of
we
it.
got escorted out of the venue after, like that was a weird point. After we did the gig, we got escorted out by like security to like a taxi that was waiting, and people were behind a barrier and stuff. And
Korean fans are really hardcore, aren't they?
yeah, they go all out. I got a ring with my name engraved in it.
We've been proposed to.
And
I got a pair of shoes with my name on too. Like, honestly, it's ridiculous.
They're committed, yeah. We love them.
Okay, so what first got you all into music?
Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
My mum and her brass band, as sad as that is.
That's great. I was going to say my dad's.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that.
Well, it's probably for both of us. Our dads got us guitar and drum lessons, and we kind of went from there.
Who, if you guys could do like a collaboration with any other artist, like anybody, who would it be?
For me, it would be go back 40, 50 years and do it with Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
That would be my dream.
Right now, I'm in a Foo Fighters mood, and I'd love to be on a stage with Dave Grohl. That would be a dream come true, especially after the Reading Festival. He was like, for me, one of the best performances I saw in Reading, and one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life. So I'd love Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters.
For me, it's like an electronic duo called Hom. I think most of the band like more like rock indie music, but I'm more of like the electronic type of person. But for me, I love them.
I thought you were going to say Jack Garrett. Like
I
really
say Jack Garrett.
No, I can't, ruin his one man show.
Yeah. You can just in the background. You can give the crowd a wave.
Have a little dance with your trumpet.
Yeah.
That's all I need to do.
It's fine. Jack will love that. Jack?
What would you guys say your best performance has been so far?
My personal best performance is probably the headline.
Yeah.
Even though I still cocked up so much, I thought that was actually a really good show and performance.
Either that or the Rolling Hall, probably.
I'd say, yeah, that or Rolling Hall. I felt very much performance-wise, like I felt very comfortable, and like I'd say, yeah, more so the headline, as I did muck up here and there in Rolling Hall. So yeah, I'd say the headline.
Is that our last gig?
What? Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that was a while ago.
When was that?
It's only 2 months ago, to be fair, which isn't that long.
Yeah. It just feels like I haven't been to or played at a gig in a while now. It's
Probably happened.
Well, yeah.
That was the last time I was properly in Birmingham.
When you haven't been to a gig in about like a month, it just feels like you haven't gone anywhere in like a year.
Weird. Even though it's just been 2 months, it feels like ages, yeah.
What is your favourite song of your own that you guys have ever written?
Each or just, yeah?
Just collectively or independently, whichever.
My one is Red Hoodie. I always think that's really fun to play.
I knew you were going to say
so
that.
easy, yeah.
Not as easy as it is for me, just playing a tambourine, so you're right.
You can just dance. It's just a dancey song.
Red Hoodie is a fun one. I was gonna say I always love the new ones personally. I fall in love with every new song we come up with, and I do really love Runaway. I think it's really fun.
Yeah.
So that's probably my favourite at the moment. Yeah.
I think it's Red Hoodie for me, actually.
There you go. 2 and 2.
One of our last questions before we close off. What should we keep an eye or an ear out for you guys after lockdown?
Well, we've got shows lined up as of my knowledge. A big one is Camper Calling at the end of August, maybe. Yeah.
31st, I think.
Yeah, that's the one. And we've never like played many like big UK festivals before, so it's really cool to kind of be involved with that, along with bands like the Novus and Candid. It's really cool to be playing that, so really can't wait for that one. And then we've got another gig as well. I think 2 other shows at the Castle and Falcon coming up as well, but not as much. We've still at the moment we're just, me and Jack have been writing some new music that we're going to record in a couple minutes and send to the rest of the band. So working on some new songs and go from there, I guess. See what happens by the end of the year.
So before we wrap up, are there any kind of like last messages that you want to really resonate with people watching, and also your social media pages?
Stay inside, wash your hands.
I was about to say, stay home, stay safe, please.
Yeah.
Look after
I'd say persevere as well. Like, it's going to end. Like, it's hard, but we will. Everyone's going through it. Most of my friends are in Birmingham. I know I'm in Leeds. I know it feels hard. Like, everyone is in it together.
Yeah.
Keep on running.
Keep positive. Keep on running.
Running.
If you want to. Yeah. That's what we gotta do.
If you want to.
If you want to, obviously. If you want
Just
to.
don't go for
It's absolutely fine, but we really want you to.
Yeah, like don't go for a run more than one. Then just have one run, then stay indoors.
Where can everyone find your music and you on social media?
So you can find us at Official Karkosa on Instagram and Twitter. You can also just find us on Facebook, and our website has all of those links as well. And we're on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. They're both the same thing, really. But yeah, SoundCloud as well. Yeah, just Karkosa with a K. Appreciate it.
It's not